welcome to Embodied Alchemy with me, Rebecca Wilson, an embodied experiential space for you to drop deep into the wealth of wisdom within your being and activate a fuller, richer you. I am an embodied business coach, embodiment queen, sacred business midwife, and alchemist. I will help you birth your visions and sacred business into the world from an easeful, embodied, and rooted space within. So you can be who you are here to be, create what you are here to create, and activate the wealth of energy that is you. I will activate you into self-leadership, self-mastery to create your legacy on earth. Welcome on the journey, my love. Welcome to another episode of Embodied Alchemy. Today, I really wanted to share and speak into something that has been so alive in my world for such a long time. And all of the women that have stepped into containers with me and journeyed with me in some way, shape, or form will have experienced this on a very deep and profound level. Embodiment, I believe, is the medicine of our current times. It is an essential practice to arrive home into the self. All of my creations, immersions, retreats, containers are curated around this potent medicinal practice. Embodiment is a key and essential part of our healing journey. And whatever that journey is that we're on, whether we speak into it as healing, feeling, integrating, awakening, accepting, reclaiming, remembering parts of ourselves, the body is where we will find them, ground them, resource them, and reawaken into ourselves in new, multifaceted, experiential, embodied, delicious, yummy ways. Why is it medicine? Why is it the medicine of these times? For myself, embodiment practices have been such a vital ground in my toolbox. I often speak of this. We have boxes of tools, all our different practices in, whether that be meditation, breath work, sound, energy work, and so on. And we gather lots of different practices along our journeys and we pop them in the toolbox. And it's the piece that we go into, the practices that we go into time and time again when life brings us experience, challenge, conflict, and we decide or wish to realign back into ourselves. And for me, embodiment has always been that tool, that gateway, that practice that offers transformation. And through weaving this into my creations and my offerings over the past decade in my business, in my work, in my service, it becomes clearer and clearer year upon year that embodiment is absolutely the deepest medicine to be found. Because within the embodiment practices, and specifically I can speak into only the embodiment practices that I offer, create, and explore with women, we meet all other aspects and practices within the self. When we deeply arrive into the body, freely, uninhibited, moving with what is present and alive, moment to moment, we are greeting ourselves, the truest, most authentic expression that wishes, that longs, that needs to rise up in that moment is met. So often the body holds rigid, tight, blocked, heavy, aches and pains in the neck, shoulders, maybe in the arms, the belly, maybe a constant flutter of anxiety that lives in the stomach, tight, knotted hips, pelvis, because the body is holding. This is not the body, the being in full expression. When the body is held tight and rigid like this, your spirit does not flow freely through you. The energy channels become tighter, stiffer, blocked, distorted. And in that, the frequency of particular emotions that we feel in life experiences that may be a lower vibration, some sadness, pain, grief, anger, they all become trapped and lodged in our body. And they manifest as that closure in the heart space, as that tension in the neck, as the hunch in the back, as a weakness in the shoulder blades, as a constant knot or nausea in the belly, hips completely tight, unable to move freely, fluidly. And from this, disconnect from the body, from the depth of the heart that is available to you and the love that is there within you to be found, to be touched, to be experienced. There's a block, a disconnect from the power that exists, that lives in your solar plexus, your self-power, your self-radiance. Deep down in the pelvis, hips, and womb, there's blocks, disconnection from creation, creativity, sensuality, the embodied feminine. But we keep ourselves, or the body keeps herself, locked and trapped in these states because it's frozen. Through experience of life, the nervous system will freeze, will form, will fight, will flight. So embodiment practice and the alchemical body experience that I guide women through is a journey of unblocking, unlocking, unfreezing, grounding and integrating into self. All of those experiences from every single point of time up until this present moment that were not truly felt, honored, witnessed, shared, given the space to be, live and exist somewhere in your being. In the smaller moments, if we can scale them on size of big and small, but for the argument of this expression and this teaching, we will use that context. The moments in life that don't touch us so deeply, or smaller incidents, maybe they brush off us a little easier. But over time, they can live in your field, they can live in your awareness, and they can live in your body. And then we move into the bigger experiences, the interactions in life, in relationship that have touched you deeply, that have wounded, that have brought pain, discomfort, sadness, grief. They manifest within, especially when they haven't been given, haven't been offered the space to be felt, witnessed, explored, and held in the way that they needed to, so that they could move, so that they could liberate, so that freedom could be there. Embodied practice, embodied medicine is the journey that I guide women into inner liberation and inner freedom. To remember, to resource, to reconnect to the rivers of love, power, and pleasure within. The journey is often that of many textures. Because of course, if we've been holding all of these experiences and these energies and emotions locked inside of us, very often we stay rigid in the body to not open, to not unlock. Because somewhere deep inside, there's a recognition, there's a knowing, if I move my body in a certain way, everything that I'm holding onto for dear life will begin to open, will begin to crumble, will begin to dissolve, and I will face my feelings. I will be met with myself, with my own pain and discomfort, which is often why we hold, block, trapped inside of our bodies in the first place. There's also a key piece in embodiment of returning back into the body from a state of disassociation. And this is where we, in times of upset, disassociate, disembody, leave ourselves, fragment from our own wholeness as a way, as a coping mechanism to keep safe. Understandable. Life is challenging and deeply painful at times. Why would we stay in that moment of experience, that moment of energy, that moment of emotion? So we lock, we block, we trap around it, we disconnect from it, we freeze it, we disembody, we disengage, we deny. But it lives on. It lives on in the subconscious, in the unconscious, and it lives as echoes in the body. Surely to resurface from time to time, where we are met with a choice. Am I willing to turn into this and feel this now? Or will I push it down even further? Embodied alchemy and the embodied medicine that I am here to guide women into, that I serve, is a deep and profound unwinding of the stories, habits, illusions, beliefs, pains, traumas that are held within. That is a journey of alchemy, a deep and potent journey of transformation. To turn into the self, into the body, to truly witness and feel all that is there, present and alive, is the most empowering journey you can take. To sink into yourself in recognition that I'm holding some life experiences, some life events that are blocking me, that are disconnecting me from being the embodiment of love that I know I am, from calling into my life sacred and meaningful relationships, friendships, partnerships, work connections that have disconnected me from the source well of creation that lives within me, that blocks me from stepping into my mission, my vision, what I feel I'm here to create with the world, that holds me back from closeness, from intimacy with myself and with others, blocking the rivers of pleasure, joy, expansion, light, disconnecting you from being able to meet the essence and the innocence of your child or the children that are in your life with pure joy, uninhibited. Because this, my love, is all available for you. It all exists within you. as we unravel, we unbind and release the shackles of that which is holding us down, which is weighing you down. And it liberates you into feeling more of the full spectrum of life. Beauty, radiance, abundance, it's all available for you within you. This is the deepest, most potent medicine that I am yet to find. A practice that brings you into yourself, into your feelings, into your emotions, to guide you even deeper into your power, your love, your pleasure, your creation, your vitality. For you to remember your radiance. It's a potent, deep, sometimes challenging medicine, but the sweetness that lives, that exists within this for you, makes the unraveling and unfolding all worthwhile. To embody is to be in body, in self. To be grounded and rooted within. So that all beliefs, all stories around needing to leave yourself to find something dissolve. All actions of self-abandonment and self-betrayal melt away. Embodiment is the journey of anchoring back into the center of self. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If you loved this musing and sharing, I would love for you to share this episode far and wide. You can arrive into all of my offerings at rebecca-wilson.com. Links to dive deeper with me are in the episode notes. Remember, my love, you are here to be the fullest, most potent, powerful, embodied version of you. I am here to guide you into that. Hey love, I'm dropping in here to welcome you to join us in our online community membership, The Village. I created this space for women to gather, to return to themselves, to deepen the connection and the relationship with self, whilst held in a community of like-minded women walking the journey and the path of their own awakening.